Japan has long been a dream destination for travelers, offering everything from ancient shrines and futuristic cities to cherry blossoms and sushi that puts your local spot to shame. The country is gearing up for yet another tourist influx in 2025. After a record-breaking 36.9 million international visitors in 2024, while the economic boost is undeniable, not everyone is thrilled about Japan's global popularity. For residents of the Golden Route, that is Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka, mass tourism is no longer just an economic windfall. It's a daily disruption. Now, public transport is bursting at the seams, neighborhoods are turning into 24/7 party zones, and sacred spaces are being treated like Instagram backdrops. Some visitors, unfamiliar with Japan's deep-rooted cultural norms, have left locals frustrated with their behavior, ranging from public drinking to vandalizing historical landmarks. The Japanese media has highlighted a string of tourist transgressions. For example, a US visitor was arrested for scratching graffiti onto a wooden gate in Tokyo's historic Himeji shrine. A Chilean influencer filmed herself doing pull-ups on a sacred torii gate. A tourist in Nara was caught kicking a deer because apparently respecting wildlife is optional for some. The sheer volumes of visitors is threatening the very tranquility that draws people there in the first place. To curb the chaos, Kyoto has rolled out the Tourism Code of Conduct. It urges visitors to be more mindful of local customs. Express buses now shuttle tourists between major attractions. This is to ease the strain on public transport. Multilingual apps are being introduced to help people to get real-time travel information. Himeji, home to the UNESCO-listed White Heron Castle, is considering a foreigner-specific entrance fee hike. Now, lessons from the rest of the world. Experts believe that Japan should look at global tourism hotspots like Venice, Barcelona, and London for solutions. Now, they think that the tourists will always visit Tokyo and Kyoto, no matter the number of times that they have visited the country. The real challenge is to encourage tourists to explore lesser-known areas where tourism is actually needed. The Japanese government has set an ambitious goal of 60 million visitors annually by the year 2030. This is an eye-watering figure that has many wondering if Japan, particularly Kyoto, can handle the load. Experts say the key lies in redistributing tourists to rural regions, where they can experience a more authentic Japan without trampling over its iconic spots. Measures like a tourism tax could help fund much-needed infrastructure and guide training.
From breaking news to the day's biggest controversies, shedding light on the world's top headlines. Detailed analysis on the stories that matter the most to you. Catch it all on Spotlight at 6 p.m. India time and 12:30 GMT, only on Firstpost.
We're calling the show Vantage. We hope you like what we put together for you. Touted as the minimum defense from that video. India's neighbors were the first to send the special edition of Vantage live from the White House throughout this week. Yes, Hindu Mandir in we're on our way to Tel Aviv. City measure, but it's also the perfect way to drive.
I don't think
Prime Minister of Bhutan, Sherin Tagwe. Welcome to
60% of the world's
office. Prime Minister Modi did the iron.
We were actually
How are you doing? How do you like? It's been 1 year since that meeting. Iron bars separate you from the outside. Out the vote effort. Trump had, it says, and at $4.3 trillion. 4.3 300 billion by 2030. That's what we need to tackle climate change.